I decided that I wanted to do the Disney tag! Woo! Yay! I will be moving into my dorm tomorrow, which means that it's kind of the beginning of my adulthood and the end of my childhood? I don't know. So in order to kind of respect the fact that my childhood is somewhat coming to a close, I thought that what would be better than to do the Disney tag, because not only does it influence childhood, but it also influences adulthood because you are never too old for Disney. Crap, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I have the dog. I have the camera. I have the steps. Oh! I got it. One second, let me just, bippity, boppity, boo! Whoa! Oh my god. Dude, I totally didn't think that was gonna work! What? Alright, so let's start this thing, shall we?
What scene would you want to experience in real life?
I hate to be stereotypical, but the boat scene in Tangled is just too beautiful to pass up. I mean, if you're in a boat with a super dreamy guy who just realized he had feelings for you and you're surrounded by lanterns, like, of course I'm gonna pick that experience. And I would get to sing that freaking beautiful duet, I See the Light. Ho, 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 that is brilliant.
What's an unforgettable moment you had at a Disney park?
This past year, I graduated from high school and I got the crazy graduation gift that I got to go to Disney with my friend who used to work there, so she, you know, knows the ins and outs, but I also know the ins and outs, so it's like two Disney pros going to Disney. We flew down to Disney by ourselves and we stayed there for I think like 5 or 4 days. It was just so awesome. We navigated by ourselves, we had our own hotel room, we were able to transport ourselves, we had the dining plan, we had all these reservations, everything was just so perfect. One of the mornings we had breakfast at Cinderella's table up in the castle. We got in before the park even opened, we sat right by a window and got to overlook the carousel and all of Fantasyland, and it was just so beautiful and breathtaking. Oh, it was such a great experience. I can't wait to go back. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for getting that for me. Thank you, Emily, for going with me. Just, I love Disney!
What non-Disney song reminds you of a Disney park?
One song that sticks out in my mind when I think of Disney, or an experience I had at Disney, it actually just happened to me the other day where the song was on the radio, is that one that goes, sunshine, lollipops, and na 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 na, that's what I know. Yeah, that song, if you actually know what I'm talking about. One day I was leaving Hollywood Studios, that song was playing, and I just skipped all the way back to the tram, and it was stuck in my head for the rest of the night. It just... It's just such a cheerful song.
What Disney character would you be best friends with?
I would definitely be friends with Prince Naveen, because along with Prince Naveen, Tiana would also be there, and I would love to be friends with Tiana. But if we're just going with just Naveen, he is funny, he's a good time. I feel like he'd get me out of my comfort zone a little bit. He also plays ukulele, which is super awesome, which means we could just sit around and jam. And I'm not gonna lie, it'd be pretty cool to be friends with a guy who has an accent. I mean, I would just like always mess with him and make him say funny words that didn't sound right when he said them, because I'm a dick. Disney dick. Don't make that a thing, because it sounds mildly inappropriate and put a lot of weird images in my mind. Next question?
Who is your favorite Disney princess?
My favorite princess would have to be... This is where it gets kind of tricky, because technically Mulan is in the Disney princess lineup, but she's not actually a princess. So if we're going based on the lineup, I would definitely say Mulan, because I mean, like I said, she saved effing China, like she's a badass. But if we're just going off of actual title princess, I would have to pick Rapunzel. Whew. I just love her. She's such a ray of sunshine. She stays positive even in negativity, and she grew up in such a terrible situation. I mean, a woman kidnapped her for her hair and kept her locked in a tower for 18 years. Like, my God, how do you bounce back from that? I just love the optimistic attitude she has. I've always tried to be a little bit more optimistic. I'm not necessarily pessimistic, but I'm not, you know, super everything's gonna be okay all the time. And I mean, that's fine, but I'd rather be that than, you know, everything sucks, blah blah blah.
What Disney scene always makes you cry?
If you watch Dumbo and you don't cry during Baby Mine, you do not have a heart. You do not have a soul. That's just a fact. I mean, I don't understand how you can watch that song and not get choked up. All the other animals, oh god, I'm getting worked up right now. All the other animals get to be with their mom, but Dumbo is stuck outside the effing cage. And like, Dumbo is outside the cage and the mom trunk just cradles him and he just sheds a single tear. How you cannot cry, or at least get misty during that scene, is completely beyond me, but that scene makes me bawl like an effing baby every time I watch it. Oh my god, next question.
What Disney movie do you remember seeing first?
So technically the first movie I ever saw, like period, which is actually kind of cool that it was a Disney movie, was Tarzan. I do not remember this experience, so oops. But the movie I do remember seeing is Monsters, Inc. I don't remember most of the movie, but what I do remember is being scared when Randall put Boo in the screaming machine. Oh my god, like I was so scared. Past that point, the only other Disney movie I remember towards my earlier years would be seeing Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy in it. People think it's bad. I think it's actually kind of funny, and I don't care. I remember once again being scared when they go into the mausoleum with the zombies. Those zombies are creepy AF.
What is your favorite Disney movie?
Alright, the final question, the final countdown. This is intense. This is crazy. What is your favorite Disney movie, Zoe? I've never doubted myself until this moment where I'm sitting in front of a camera having to answer this question. Chris Traeger. I've literally never doubted this until this very moment. I would either say Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because it is the first Disney film ever, and it's fabulous, and everyone hates Snow White, but I love her. The story is so beautiful. It's just, that is just top-notch quality right there, my friend. That is just, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But that would definitely be my favorite one. I love it. I have my Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast! That's the Disney tag. I love Disney. I plan to work there. I take Disney incredibly seriously, so when people make jokes about it, I'm kind of like a hard ass about it. I'm like, hey, don't you dare talk S about Disney because that is my S. I'm really excited about starting school. I can't wait to move in and hang up all my Disney stuff in my dorm and probably freak out my roommate. See you next Saturday, babes. Bye bye.